Hello, everyone. This is Debbie Happy Cohen here with Joy Based Living. And I realized this morning after posting yesterday's post about codependency that I wonder too often about what you are thinking and feeling on the other end of the camera about what you want, what you're going through right now in your life. And I realized there's no possible way I could please everyone. And that if I just go with what's in my heart, that's going to be enough because that is where we're all connected. And so I was brought back home through that wisdom. So today I want to share how I'm dealing with the ending of a relationship. I've got some sarcasm in this video, which I don't usually publicize. I can be really good at it, but it's not my go-to place for healthy management of emotions. So I've decided to gently, jokingly, and temporarily nickname this person Monsanto. And the reason for that is because what was between us was a huge amount of tenderness and a huge amount of bliss. And he decided to say some things that really just put a wrench in the whole thing. Just like, really? It's going to go on that kind of roller coaster? Are you kidding me? So I spent a few days feeling a little bit sad, foggy, angry, and I decided, nope, that's not going to do. And I realized that the level of tenderness and bliss that I experienced with him, I actually have access to in myself. I know that sounds strange, but I know it to be true. I can feel it. So I decided to start generating it for myself. And as I did that and I felt it growing, I realized, oh my gosh, if I were to hang out in the post-traumatic stress response of, sadness and fog, then I would be being Monsanto myself. And what I mean by Monsanto is that's a company that I associate with somebody who doesn't care about the effect that they're having on the earth. And the earth to me is our source of tenderness and bliss when we recognize the treasure that it is. And when we don't, we destroy it. Whether it's unconscious or it's on purpose or it's evil, I don't know. Like, that's not my judgment to make. But it's a real lack of caring. It's a lack of responsibility. It's a lack of treasuring joy. It's a lack of treasuring sanctuary. And maybe sanctuary is something that's very natural to us, like when we're raising an infant, a baby. I don't have children, but I raised a lot of siblings and cousins, and always have loved that energy of holding a baby. Just holding a baby. There is sanctuary in that. And what I realize is that that's the relationship that I have been working to create with myself. That's it. And when that tenderness and that bliss is there inside of me and I treasure it, I'm being a really, really healthy, responsible steward of myself. And when I do that, boundaries come easier. Anger shows up more easily in a straightforward way, not in a sarcastic way. I feel more clear and I express myself more clearly. So all of those things are good. And all those things have to do with being assertive, being in a more conscious and present state of being, and contributing, making a difference. I started this station. I started Joy Based Living. No, I had Debbie Happy Cohen station at YouTube for a while, but I started the Joy Based Living program when I had gotten tired of hearing Donald Trump put down the Mexicans during his election. And it was so shaming. It was so embarrassing at how shaming it was. It was like schoolyard bully. And I thought, what's the difference between him and me in terms of the voice that we have in the world? There's only one difference I could really come to is his belief in his voice. was a lot stronger than mine. And that was the beginning of joy-based living. I was like, really? Well, what's happening to all the good and kind and loving and spiritual people in the world? Why are they quiet? You know why? Because most of them are dealing with post-traumatic stress symptoms of perfectionism and catastrophizing, terror of being humiliated, terror of being confronted. We have these ideals like John Lennon, imagine all the people. This is a song of idealism. But how do you take idealism and then put it to the backseat and say, you know what, I'm an imperfect human, and in that imperfection, I'm going to go forward anyway. So I'm going to be imperfect and awesome. And so I think that's a great way to end this. I wish you imperfection and awesomeness. If you're one of these people who needs more sanctuary in your life in order to create more contribution in the world, please do so. Download the Sanctuary book. Get help if you need it. Get support. Do what it takes. I believe in you. Thank you for being with me on this journey. Let's create sanctuary together.